You know, you use both of these things every single day, but they are worlds apart. On one side, you've got the classic software that's been running our lives for decades. And on the other, you've got artificial intelligence, which is changing, well, everything. So in this explainer, we're going to get to the bottom of what really truly separates them. Okay, let's start with something you definitely have on your phone right now, a calculator. I mean, it's a beast, right? It crunches numbers way faster than any of us ever could. But ask yourself this, is it actually intelligent? The answer to that question? Well, it's the key to this whole thing. See, that one little question just blows open this massive gap between the software we're used to and real AI. We're about to jump across that gap, and what you're going to see is that the difference isn't just a small upgrade, it is a complete revolution in how machines even operate. So let's start on familiar ground. For years and years, pretty much every piece of tech we've ever used has been built on one really simple principle: following an exact recipe. Just imagine a programmer writing out a super detailed recipe for cookies, but for a computer. It's incredibly specific. Add exactly 200 grams of flour, then exactly 100 grams of sugar, and mix for precisely 180 seconds. The software will do it perfectly, every single time. But, and this is the big but, it can only follow that recipe. It has zero ability to improvise. None. And that brings us right back to our calculator. So, is it intelligent? Nope, not even close. It's just an expert recipe follower. Its recipe is just the laws of math, hard-coded right into it. When you type in 2 plus 2, it's not sitting there thinking about the answer. It's just running a command that says, if you see this, the output is always 4. It's rigid, it's predictable, and yeah, it's reliable, but it isn't thinking. Okay, now I want you to take that whole idea of a recipe and just toss it out the window, because we are now entering a completely different world, the world of the learning machine. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a whole new book. You see, AI doesn't follow instructions, it finds patterns. So instead of a recipe follower, think of AI as a master chef. You don't give this chef a recipe for an omelet. No way. You just show it 10,000 pictures of perfect omelets. It studies every single detail, the color, the texture, the fold, until it just gets the essence of what an omelet is. Then, when you ask for one, it can whip up a perfect brand new omelet from scratch, all based on the patterns it learned. And that right there, that's the fundamental split. One path is totally static. You write a program once, and it'll do the same thing forever. The other path is dynamic. An AI can learn and evolve all the time from the data it sees. That single difference, going from rigid to adaptive, is what makes AI so powerful and, sometimes so unpredictable. But how in the world can a machine learn without a recipe? To really get that, we need to pop the hood and take a look at the engine that's driving this new kind of intelligence. At the very heart of AI is this thing called machine learning. This is the engine. It's what lets a computer get better at a task over time, not because some programmer came in and updated the code, but simply because it got more experience from looking at more data. And the process is just this constant loop. First, it analyzes a massive pile of data, all those thousands of omelets. Then, it starts to identify the patterns. Okay, the best ones are usually golden brown and fluffy and folded like this. And finally, it refines its own approach based on what it found. This isn't a one-and-done thing. It's a non-stop cycle of analyzing, identifying, and improving. So machine learning is awesome at identifying things. But what if the AI could actually create stuff? Well, that is the huge leap to generative AI. It's one thing to look at 10,000 cat photos and get really good at spotting a cat. It's another thing entirely to use that knowledge to draw a picture of a brand new cat that has never existed before. That's creation, not just recognition. Now, this is all really cool tech, for sure, but let's get to the most important part. Why should you care? What does this massive shift from a rigid recipe follower to an adaptive learner actually mean for us? If you remember just one thing from this explainer, make it this. Traditional software is a calculator. AI is a tutor. That single sentence, man, it just captures the entire revolution. Let's break down what that really means. Think about it. A calculator is a passive servant. It just sits there. It waits for your command, it executes it perfectly, and then it goes back to waiting. You are in total control. It's a powerful tool, sure, but it will never, ever offer you a new idea. A tutor, on the other hand, is an active partner. It doesn't just wait for you. It watches how you work. It figures out where you're getting stuck, and it actually tailors its guidance to your specific needs. It's not about giving you the answer. It's about helping you find the answer yourself. And that, right there, is the true promise of AI. So we're moving beyond having simple tools that just follow our orders, and we're moving toward having true partners that can help us learn and create. And this shift, it leaves us with one massive question to think about. If AI really is a tutor for all of humanity, what in the world will it teach us next? Thanks for joining this